I love you guys. It's awesome when you come on the show because we learn so much. We had Brittany on, Nathan was on, Tammura though, right up the street.
That's right.
Fruitridge Branch Manager.
Yes.
Thank you for coming in.
Always fun to be here.
Good to see you.
Yes, good to see you too.
All right, back to school, but not just back to school, high school kids. We're talking about college kids, and when you go back to school and you're in high school, you got the freedom, and you have the freedom to mess up your finances, don't you?
When you're in high school, yes, because you have your parents still really there supporting you, right?
Yes.
But we're thinking about college now, right? We're thinking about when somebody goes off to college and how can they really maintain their finances. And one of the things we always talk about, and this is not going to be a shocker to you, we talk about creating a budget. This may be the first time that you're financially responsible on your own, potentially. You probably still have some parental support, but
it's not an easy thing.
It's not an easy thing. You may be living off campus. You may need to think about budgeting. So an easy hack for budgeting is 3 different categories. One category that goes over all of your necessary things that you are responsible for paying, rent if you have it, car payment, tuition, things like that. Another category for the things that are necessary but you have flexibility on. So I'm thinking about your food, right? Things like you need to eat but you can shop deals. And then the third category is always the I want, but I don't need. It was like, if I have money, I would like to do these things, but if they don't work in the budget, I can't do them. Yeah,
that's the toughest thing. I mean, we're adults now. I don't know. I use that term loosely with me, and that's hard to do. So when you're in college, and I know this when I went away and I was 18 years old, I went clear across the country to go to school. I was like, oh gosh, I want that, and I don't really know any better. But I know I don't really have a lot of. I'll just get it. It'll be okay. It's not okay. So you really need to know what to do. So there's some other hacks that you have too.
Well, it's a hard transition. To your credit, from going from living with your family and having that support to kind of being out on your own. So there's a lot of different things you can do. Another hack that's really great, we talk about budgeting, saving, save all the money you can. We talk about paying yourself forward. So in your budget, when you have those 3 categories, make sure you have as a necessity savings for yourself, that you're putting money away. This is great pre-college and also while you're in college. Start paying yourself so that you have money for those emergencies or those, I want this, I have saved for it and I can now get it.
Yeah, you need it. It's just so, you're on your own. My biggest thing was food. I just wanted to eat. You're a college kid, you're 18 years old, you're like, I just want to eat. So you have your meal card, but it's like, oh, the guys are going to go get a Subway sandwich or something. I'm like, I got to go. And I'm like, well, do I have the money? And you don't. So I told you, I was on the phone quite a bit. I was like, Dad, I just need like maybe $50. Can any sort of help? And sometimes I'd get it, sometimes I wouldn't. And you mentioned the other thing too is when you're that age, credit card people are just throwing cards at you. So the first things I was able to get were like department store cards. They would send me those. I was like, I have a credit card? So you got to be careful because I went shopping at a place called Dillard's. I don't even know if
I have heard of Dillard's.
And I'm like buying shirts and I'm like, what am I doing? And later on a bill comes.
And it's that weird transition, right? You're now 18, you're getting all of these offers, but you may not have the tools necessary to handle these offers that are coming your way, these credit cards. So it's really important. It's great to start building credit. That is important when you're thinking about being an adult and going through school. You may want to purchase a car later or a home. So building that credit score is ultimately important, but you have to be responsible. We talk about credit on here a lot, right? We talk about how you need to maintain your payments, keep a healthy balance, but make sure you're paying it, keep it to a minimum, keep your spending to a minimum. I say it's really great when you're using a credit card to factor that into your actual budget. This isn't extra money that you have. You have to pay it back. So you have to change your mindset a little bit to think, whatever I swipe this card for, I have to take out of my budget as well. So making sure you have the budget for the things that you're purchasing on that card.
Exactly. I knew, and I'm aging myself, but I remember like ATMs just started. So I'm really aging myself. But I remember I'd go there, I'd figure out how to use it, and I took out $20. And I wanted that $20 to last me the week. And I had to try to make it last me the week.
And did it work?
Well, sometimes it did, sometimes it didn't. But we had the food, the meal cards, everything was taken care of. But that 20 was something that if I was going to get a slice of pizza or I was going to do this, and it's a tough thing to do, but that's how you learn. Yeah,
it is how you learn. We did talk about that. Some of this is trial and error, right? You learn as you go because not a lot of these things are taught to us unless our family, our parents are really great about that financial education piece. We don't learn about this in school. So it's trial by fire is what I like to call it. One thing that's out there, Gary, that I think about not a lot of students know is there are student discounts for so many different things.
Use those.
Car insurance, right? Movie theaters offer student discounts. So if you're looking at going out with your friends, look for those discounts.
Get the deals.
Get the deals. There's also a lot of scholarship opportunities out there. So Michael Jordan quote, right? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Same thing when it comes to this. There are a lot of opportunities out there to find scholarships. A lot of us go through the process of applying for school and apply for scholarships. And what we don't realize, a lot of financial institutions have scholarships. A lot of big companies offer scholarships. Look for those. Do your research and find them, because it's money that can come your way.
Do some research. You're going to need that money in college. Want a little
you are.
little bit of cash in your pocket. It's tough these days. Tammura, thanks so much for coming in.
Of course, my pleasure.
Really appreciate it. There's your information. Schoolsfirst Federal Credit Union, the phone number. They're on Instagram. Of course, hit them up on their website and learn. And college kids, try to figure it out. It's going to be tough. Maybe just like one sandwich, not two.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.